Alright guys, this is my 2019 highlifter 850 and I got it for a pretty good deal. I say about like 4,500. You can't beat that for a 2019. Almost no hours on it and stuff, so it worked perfectly fine. I took it out and then I obviously sunk it. As you can see, I got the seat and everything apart. And when that happened, the starter went out, but I didn't sink it. A little bit of water went into the snorkel there, and then I drained it out the air box. It tipped over on me as I went into the hole, and then I flipped it back over. As soon as I flipped it back over, it stalled out on me. So I tried to turn it back over. It rotated the motor a few times, and after that, it just started clicking. Once it started clicking, tried to turn it on a few times, and then it just went, and that starter just wasn't connecting at all. So this is the old starter right here. This is that, the old one. And this one still spins one way. It spins that way, but it doesn't spin that way. It does go the other way though. But yeah, this is the old one. I took it off, and here's the new one right here. This is, wait, it'll look like that. Wait, oh, I'm wrong. Like this. This is how it's supposed to go. And I have a problem here. You see this red wire right here? So normally that's supposed to, with this bolt, this nut right here, I'm supposed to clamp that all the way down there. But it's not letting me for some reason. The power connection is like stretched all the way out. So if I tighten that anymore, it'll probably like pull it from the other end and disconnect it from the other end. But when I had this one on, it was perfectly fine for some reason, which I don't understand. So if y'all got anything with that, let me know in the comments. Maybe I just got the wrong one, or I don't know, who knows. But we're figuring out. Starter, I forgot what that's called in here, but I moved those gears around, make sure they weren't seized up. They do move one way, like they're supposed to. And yeah, I took the spark plugs out. Here's the plugs. Right is on the right, left is on the left. Not too bad, but they did have some water on the top of them where they ignite. So yeah, I'm here now. I got the key somewhere. 1 second, I gotta find it. All right, I'm back. I got the key. So we got the plugs out. They're just chilling. Maybe I should take this out. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing right here. I'm just trying to get this thing started because I know I messed something up. But I'm gonna put the key in. Oh, I have to do that. Then I do have, oh no, I already got the brake in. All right, so I'm gonna try to turn it over right now. It should spit water out of here. It should, hopefully. Oh, let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that's what we need right there. Oh, that's a lot of water. Whoa, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water, bro. All right, so with that, you're just gonna do that a few times, get that water out of there. Let it cycle. It's probably gonna kill the battery. Sounds like it is now. Yeah, it's killing the battery. All right, I got it hooked up. Just basically keep turning the key, get all the water out. Just keep on doing this. You will see all that mist coming out. Just keep doing that till everything's out. All right, so what happened was I got all the water out first, and then I put the coils back on. Well, put the spark plugs back in, put the coils back on. Turn the key, it it turns over. The starter is working. I did replace the starter, right? But now it's not idling. So when I turn it over, I have to give it gas for it to turn on, which is weird. Normally it'll just stay idling. But here, let me show you guys. Here, I'm gonna have to do this with 2 hands. 1 second. This is me holding the gas. And then I get some smoke coming out of here. What's that, the airbox? I don't know if you guys can see, but it's smoke right here. Not too much though. And it doesn't want to rev all the way out. Okay, some water came out of there. All right. All right, so I tried that a few times. Hit the gas, a little bit of water comes out. I'm gonna try taking the air filter off. I believe it's right here, so I'm gonna try to take this off, see what we got in there. All right, guys, I took off the air filter right here. This is the cover. Obviously, you can see we got water in there. I took it off and water started immediately pouring out. Not too much though. And you can see we got a freaking, yeah, we got a freaking lake in there. That ain't right. So we was sucking up all that water. That's why we ain't turning it on. Now let's see if we turn it over, if it'll work. It's trying. There we go. There we go, boy. That's how you fix your bike. Oh, there go my bush light. She's running. She's running, boy. So I'm gonna let her run for a sec. All right, guys, I got the filter out. It's right here. Pretty clean on the inside. On the outside though, you can see all that dirt in between the filter. So I'd replace this or wash it out before your next ride. And I went ahead and cleaned in here and got all that water out. It's not clean the best, but it'll do for my next ride. The dirt won't hurt. But yeah, I'd clean this, replace this, get all that water out of there, most dirt out of there as much as you freaking possibly can. You don't want that going back in your motor. And yeah, you should have a good running bike. All right, I got the air filter all cleaned up. I cleaned that out a little bit more dirt in there, but yeah, she's pretty clean. She wasn't looking like this before. But trust me, it is a night and day difference. So you're just gonna put this back in here, in that hole right there, like so. Just gonna pretty much kind of gotta line it up. All right, just like that. It should be sitting straight up, like to where it's floating, not sitting down, not touching anything. It should sit to where it's floating. Then you're gonna put this back. Make sure your seal is on there all the way. That will come off. No biggie, just put it on. Put this on. You're gonna get your screw. And tighten that up. Oh, look at that lovely guy. All right, I'll just tighten it up. I'm gonna turn it on. See what we got. Starts right up, no problem. So last time I went ahead and started revving it up, I had water coming out and stuff, which was weird. But I got the rest of the water out of the airbox. I'm gonna give her a few revs and see if any more water come out of here. Let's see what happens. You hear that? You hear how I revved it and it just wants to die? Yeah, that's moving. we got smoke coming out the exhaust, boys, as you can tell. So I'm gonna need to know what's up with that. Maybe I need to change my oil. Who knows? I'll figure it out. All right, boys, I just checked the oil and we are not looking good. So before I sat here and had it running and stuff, I checked the oil and it was fine. Now I'll check it again and look at that. Oh, look at that, milky. Yeah, that ain't good. So we need to change that oil, get that swapped out. Why is this not going back in? What the hell going on here? What the hell? Okay, but yeah, we gotta get this oil out. Replace the oil filter, and we should be good to go. I'll hit you boys up on another day. Should be tomorrow. All right, y'all, I'm back. Day 2. I went and got the oil and everything. I just drained the oil. Oil is drained. This is the old oil filter. And to get that off, you got a plate that sits right here. There's 3 screws. This is the plate. Here's your screws right here. Take that out. Your oil drain plug would be right here, I believe. Yeah, it's this one. Drain your oil right there with that one. Go ahead and take your oil filter out. As you can see, I still got that mucky oil right there. I do not recommend doing this, but I am going to turn over the bike while I have no oil in it and everything else. Let me put the parking brake on. Just to get a little oil out. Oh shit. Alright, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Just like that. That's all I wanted, just to get a little bit of that extra oil out. I seen a little bit of fresh oil come out of there, so that's good. So just like that. That's all I wanted to do. Now I'm just gonna put the new filter back in, put new oil back in. I'm not running the actual oil in it. I'm gonna run some cheap oil just to cycle it, mix it, and then I'm gonna drain it out again. I'm gonna flush it about 2 to 3 times, and then we'll see how that oil starts looking. All right, I just replaced the oil. I just got some of the cheap full synthetic motor oil just to flush it out. I'm not gonna run this in the bike, just remember that. So I'm gonna turn it over. I also put the drain plug back and also the oil filter. Like, I just put it hand tight, so maybe I should put that under. Make sure. Actually, oh shit, I keep getting soaking. Put that under there. This thing right here is making me soaking wet. But alright, I'm gonna turn it over. Let's make sure this turns on. Minute or so, clean it off, drain all that oil out, and redo the same thing. She ain't smoking no more, I'll tell you that. All right, I got the key on there. We're gonna go ahead and loosen the drain bolt, drain it again. Get all this out. Let's see if we can do this one-handed without dropping the bolt in there. Definitely gonna get some oil in our hands. And oh shit, bro! I about missed the whole freaking thing, dog. Come on. Shoot, let me zoom out. Oh, I can't. But yeah, let that drain out. That's still milky. It's a little better though, but not where I need it to be. You want to see full synthetic oil coming out of there. You don't want that milky stuff coming out of there. So do that until like all of that is out. All right, this is the second drain with the oil that I'm not leaving in there. I'm gonna turn it on, let it cycle, let it run in. Charger is running. Make sure it's not leaking down there. Good. Let it run, get a little warm, mix all that nasty good stuff in there. And then drain it out. All right, guys, I did everything I was supposed to do. The starter hat went out. I just went ahead. You gotta take out this snorkel right here. Well, first you gotta take this whole piece off, push pins and everything. So take that off, get your snorkel off. You got this and another one behind it on the other side. You'll take the starter off, unplug it and everything. Get your new starter, plug it back in, put your bolts back in, put your snorkel back on, plastic back on. I also had to take apart this side. So take all of this off. Well, not that, just this, to get to the spark plugs and flush out the motor. I did that, got all the water out of the motor, and then I cleaned the air filter out. Got that all done. And then once I put everything back together, ran pretty good. Oh. I gotta do all this. But yeah, this is like gonna show you guys that she runs after everything. No smoke, no smoke at all. Blowing out a full. She revs good. You can rev the shit out of her. Hope this video fixed your problems. Leave a comment down in the comments. Have a good one.